Hello everyone, my name is Casual Prince 8 or Sam, and welcome to a slightly different style of video. And by slightly I mean very different style of video. We are actually within the Unreal Engine right now. If you don't know what the Unreal Engine is, it's a very popular, software used to make games. And I've probably mentioned this at some point on this channel, but if you don't know, I myself am actually studying to be a game designer, and I'm at uni right now in order to do so. Now, this video is a little bit of a weird one because it's somewhat of the first in a series of development blogs, because over the past couple of days I've been working on a very cool project. Now, if you're British, like me, and you were born in the early 2000s, you will likely, and you watched ITV, as a kid, then it's a possibility that you'll be aware of the show Primeval. And, you know, people who watched Primeval will likely find this video anyway. If you don't know what Primeval is, for the first point, you should probably go check it out, because it's an amazing show. The basic premise of it was that there are these time portals opening up randomly called anomalies that link the past and sometimes the future to the present day, and creatures come through from the other side to the present day, and there's a group of people that have to put them back through and understand the anomalies, and it's amazing. It racked up 5 seasons, as well as an American spin-off show, which was, funnily enough, as good as, if not better, than the actual show. Now, the thing about Primeval is, it's not a recent show. It ended, the 5th series, which is the final series of Primeval, it aired in 2011, and Primeval New World was in 2014, I think. But there is still a very wide fan base of Primeval. People love it. And, I've actually met 3 of the actors, that were in it, so that's something. But I digress. Primeval suffered a very cruel fate at ending so early, because if it had continued as much as, say, maybe The Walking Dead, nowadays, if it was still around, I think we would have gotten a lot of cool stuff. Such as, like, if Telltale was still around now, or if Primeval had still been around when Telltale was a thing, I don't doubt that a Primeval Telltale game would have been possible. And to be honest, we never actually got any sort of Primeval game, not a proper one. And that's sort of the topic of today's video. Because since secondary school, I have thought about creating a Primeval game. Now, frankly, I'm not sure what the laws on that are, whether it, like, I'm allowed, because, you know, Primeval is an owned thing, like, ITV still owns it, and owns the rights to it. So, I don't know what the laws would be on publishing something like that. I'm pretty sure fan games are allowed. So, I don't know, basically. I don't know what the laws are on that. And, basically, the software that I'm working with right now, not the Unreal Engine, the modeling software, which is Maya 2020, it's an educational version used for uni, so I can't, anything I make with that, I can't actually use in a project that I make money off of, because it's meant to be for educational use only. But, basically, over the past couple of days, I have been working on making the very first anomaly in the Unreal Engine. Now, people have made anomalies, like, before, in Blender and After Effects, and they've used them to make short little videos, but no one's actually done anything with them. Like, there are so many people who said they're going to make, like, a fan film or a fan film series, and they just don't. That's happened so many times. I've seen so many videos of like, trailers that were for things that were never realized. But, you know, like, I can't do anything with what I've been doing so far, but I thought I may as well show you guys, just to pique your interest, and if there's anyone out there like me who remembers Primeval, then to give them a little bit of hope for the future, because, you know, it's possible that I could be making something like this in the future. So, I've not done a whole lot, because I've spent the past couple of days mainly trying to get the look of the anomaly, like, pretty good. And I think I've done alright. Like, it was never going to be perfect. And I'll probably make improvements in the future, but for now, I think it looks really good. So I'm going to stop stalling, cue the epic Primeval music. So we're going to head into... Okay, here we are. So, for so long, the only things that have been made about Primeval for so many years have been, like, trailers and fan-made Anomaly VFX and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the very first Anomaly ever made in Unreal Engine 4. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Honestly, like, I am very, very pleased on how this turned out. Very incredibly pleased. Just look at it. Look at this. Look at it. It is an anomaly, isn't it? So I'm going to quickly walk you through sort of what this is. Both for people who don't know about sort of game dev terminology and for those who do. So let's open up this. So this is the anomaly. It actually looks weirdly cooler in this viewport, and these are all the things that make it up. So, funnily enough, I don't know if these are visible or not. I don't think they are. Oh no, they are visible. So basically, there are 3 different meshes that make up this anomaly, and I've duplicated a bunch of them. There are the inner shards, which are these ones. There are the middle shards, which are these ones, and there are the outer shards, which are these ones. Now, in order to get the effect that I have here, what I've done is I've sort of layered multiple shards over each other. These inner shards, these ones right here, these have a glass material. A material is basically a texture. Well, not a glass, a chrome texture. Whereas the ones they're stacked on top of, to these ones, you can't really see very well when they're against black, but you can when you, like, look at them from this angle. They have a refraction texture. Now, I didn't make the refraction texture, it's from another Unreal Unreal resource pack, content pack, I guess you could call it. So what I've literally done is I've duplicated them, stacked them on top of each other to sort of mix the textures, because you can't mix chrome and refraction in the same material. It's just not really possible, at least not to everything that I've tried thus far. But frankly, I'm gonna cancel that autosave because it's gonna lag. Frankly, I think it looks amazing. Now, not only have I made the world's first Unreal Engine 4 Anomaly, well, I keep saying the world's first Unreal Engine 4 Anomaly. I don't doubt that maybe someone's tried doing it, but, you know, this is the first I've not seen any on YouTube, so this is likely the first. I've not just, made an anomaly and animated it to spin. As you can see, that it is animated to spin. I've also done something else. One thing I forgot. The light was actually something that I struggled with the most. The shards are fairly easy because I just took like one triangle in Maya and then just kept duplicating it and moving them around in a circle. And then I literally just scaled them down to from the outer shards to form the middle and inner shards. But the light was a problem because, like, I just couldn't get it to look right. But then I managed to, with the same content pack that the refraction material was in, I found this material right here, which is sort of a fade-out light material. And I edited both of them. So there's two spheres, one in the middle and one that's bigger on the outside, that make up this light effect. And to be honest, I don't really know what this looks most like in terms of Anomaly. I think it's a weird mix of the season, it's a weird mix of the season 2 and 3 ones, the season 4 and 5 ones, and New World. So it's basically a mixture of a lot of them. It's my own personal style of Anomaly. And like I said, it was never going to look exactly like the ones from the show, but frankly, in Unreal Engine, I think this looks pretty cool. But anyway, so I didn't just make the Anomaly, I didn't just make the visuals and animate them to spin. I also did something else. For those of you who watch Primeval, you will know that a big part of the anomalies is the time they're open for, because anomalies don't stay open forever. There's a set time, well, it's not a set time, it's a time they have, it could be anything, that they will remain open for. And once that time is elapsed, they close. And I'm going to pull up a clip. It's going to be a really bad, like, pitch-shifted clip to avoid copyright, that I found on YouTube of an anomaly closing from the show. So, here it is.
It's breaking up!
I understand. They're gonna be trapped.
We can't let that happen! We have to warn them! Sweet!
So, yeah, basically, you know, like, whenever an anomaly's time is up, it will close, and some anomalies do reopen after they've closed. Like, some only close temporarily, but some do close, you know, forever. And anything that's on the other side, be it, humans or creatures, are trapped in that era. And basically, that's exactly what I've done. It's not, like, perfect yet. And I'm gonna have to edit some stuff just for the purpose of showing you. Duration, let's go 10 seconds. Basically, to explain what I've done here, ignore that for now. These tabs are literally just for playing the animations and making sure that they constantly loop. That's all these blue ones are for. Then there's a delay, which is like, you know, a delay of 10 seconds. Then this is part of the closing animation, which isn't even an animation, to be perfectly honest. An animation is what these are doing. The spinning animation is an actual animation that I exported from Maya into Unreal. What this is literally just a change in scale, so making the anomaly bigger and smaller. And, I did this through a timeline, which is this thing. And these values are the scale. Now, this anomaly is actually scaled down because the actual anomaly is, as you can see, a lot bigger. I scaled it down just so it was about the right size. So, you know, I'll probably have to do some fiddling with the settings to get the actual anomaly the right size. But anyway. So these values, they mark the scale. And basically, over 6 seconds, after the 10-second delay, it's supposed to be something else, but I'll get to that in a second. After the 10-second delay, it'll do this. And the values, which is this, is converted to a vector, which is basically a scale. So it's converted from a value into a scale, and then it constantly, while this timeline is running, it sets the scale of the anomaly. So it grows, and then it goes back, and then it grows again, and then it goes back, and then it grows for a slightly longer period of time, and then it goes to 0, meaning it closes. So, to show you guys what this looks like, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I've put it around 10 seconds. So, this is the anomaly, and in a couple of seconds, it'll start growing and shrinking again. Here we go. So it grows, then it shrinks, then it grows, then it shrinks, and then it grows, and then it's gone. How cool is that? So that's pretty much how it works in the show. The one difference is that you saw my anomaly shrunk sort of into the floor, whereas like actual anomalies, what they do is they shrink and enlarge from the center, and that's to do with pivot point. I'll probably have to amend that at some point. But the thing I edited here is basically I've set up a variable called Anomaly Time, and Anomaly Time is set here. And this is a random floating range, which means that it's a value that is anywhere between one value and another. So, the values I've set up here is the minimum can be 60, and the maximum can be 1,800. So, what this basically means, obviously, this is meant to be in seconds. What this means is that now that I've compiled that, there's no way to tell, at the minute anyway, but this anomaly, it has a random, like, I don't know when this anomaly is going to close. The seconds, the reason it's 60 and 1,800 is because 1,800 seconds is actually half an hour. So, once these anomalies are actually set up properly, they will open, and there will be a random time between 60 seconds and half an hour that they stay open, and after that time is elapsed, they will close. Like, I don't know, because it's random, I could display, actually, I'm gonna try and do that, actually. Display is, oh, I swear I've seen this. I've done this before. Debug. Draw. I think it's draw debug. Go string. No, I can convert float to text. I'm hoping this will work. If it doesn't, I'll quickly try and figure something out to show you guys what it looks like. Does this work? Yes, it might work. So if I play... no, it doesn't seem to be working. Right, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, after a little bit of tinkering, I managed to figure it out. It's literally just print string, and I converted the float to a string, and yada yada yada. Okay, so, you see up in the top left corner, if that will go away, 88. So, obviously it doesn't change. I probably ought to do something. I think I can actually fix that. Actually, is there an? Yeah, there is an event tick. Get rid of that. And this is some quality behind the scenes game making stuff right here. Print string. And the string. And that, pretty sure, hopefully, will do it every single second. I hope I'm right. Oh, yeah, it will. But that's the problem, it won't change. That's something I'm gonna have to, think about. But, you saw before, I'm gonna try and get it to a point that's 140. 5, that's a long time for anomalies to be open. See, all of this is random. Every time it's a random number. Down to literally the decimal, it's random. It was good before, because, excuse me, we got an 80. And that was only like 1.5 minutes. 1 minute 20. Give us a good one. Give us a good one. Really not giving us a good one. Okay, well, you get the idea. So, this anomaly, because the delay, as you saw in the code, the delay for it opening, well, it being there and it closing is however much the anomaly time variable is. So this anomaly will be open for 1,453 seconds. And however long that is in minutes, I'm not going to do the calculation, but that's probably around 20 minutes. Now, currently, apart from this, we don't actually have a way of figuring out in-game, how long the anomaly is going to be open for. Look at that, it's like the reflection thing on there. Also, just ignore that. This is just something I pulled from another pack. You can see faintly at some points the refraction material that I use for the shards. But we don't have a way to figure out the time yet. but I am in... There's stuff in the works that will allow me to do that. Minor spoilers for Primeval. There is a device used in the shows called an anomaly timer, and it is exactly as you would expect. It's a device that gathers data from anomalies and calculates how long it has until one closes. So, I'm actually, I haven't really properly started yet, but over the next couple of days, because basically this anomaly, I think, the anomaly's done, at least for the most part, at this current point. The things I need to do with it is to set up where it can teleport to another anomaly, and that they open randomly, and that they link, and that they close at the same time, and that there's an opening animation, and everything like that. So there's still things I need to fix with the anomaly, and that I need to, you know, complete. But for now, for testing purposes, it's good. It's ready for testing. So, once I've modeled the anomaly timer, I'll be able to get it into Unreal, and then hopefully display on its screen the time, the variable anomaly time, and it will show how many seconds it has until it closes. So yeah, that's basically all I've got to say. Really, this was a cool little development log. Like I said, this won't be part of a game anytime soon, because I don't own a Maya license. If I did, then I would be pushing to try and get this made as quickly as possible, because it's, for a very long time, it's been a dream of mine to create a Primeval fan game, because Primeval is a game that, Primeval is a show that deserves more credit, and if what I'm picturing with the stuff that I'm doing now is an open world game where, you know, anomalies, they open randomly, and you've got to find them, and you can go through them, and you can get marooned in prehistoric eras, and stuff like that, basically. So that's the sort of thing that I'm imagining, and I can't do that yet, for the one point that, like I said, I only have an educational version of Maya, which can't be used for, you know, paid stuff, and for two, it's not really something that I think I could do alone. It would take a long time for me to do something like this alone. But in the future, probably after I finish uni, and eventually get myself my own license of Maya, hopefully, if I can figure out that it is legal to make a fan game like this, I'll be able to release it on Steam or something. Because I'm surprised that no one has tried to do this yet, because it's a friggin' brilliant idea, and it's a game that I can honestly see a lot of people enjoying. So I'll probably be posting a few more development logs on the channel in the next coming weeks. The next one will probably be the anomaly timer sort of update, I guess, if I manage to get that working. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Give Primeval a go if you've never seen it before. Me and my flatmates are actually binge watching it at the moment, because one of my flatmates, lo and behold, is actually as obsessed with Primeval as I am. You know, like, what are the chances? So, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you on another video very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.